Okay, so today we are going to start with exercise 23A, and in this video I'll be doing question number 3 from chapter 23 of trigonometric ratio, and it is from the book ICSE Selena publication and from class 9th from the subject maths, and it is written by Mr. R.K. Bansal. And I have done question number 1 and question number 2 already. I have done question number 1 and question number 2 from my previous videos, so you could refer to those videos and then come to this video for question number 3. And I'll be doing question number 3, all the subparts from question number 1 to question number 6. And in all of these problems that I'm about to do, I have used the concept of magic triangles. So what does magic triangle mean? What does it do for you? What significance does it resemble? And after all, why do we need magic triangles? I have given a detailed explanation for all of those questions in my video. The link for the video which I am suggesting is given in the description below, so you could refer from that video and then come to this video, because the application of magic triangle will be in every question in this exercise and in this chapter. Okay, so with that happy thought, let's start. So our question number 3 states that prove sine 60. So whenever proof comes, all they give you is they'll give you a question and they'll solve it somehow. So say for example, they'll give you 2x plus 3 is equal to 1. Okay, now that's a linear equation, but then they'll give that x they'll give you a value for x, then you have to prove that why 2x plus 3 is equal to 1 according to some reasons, and then accordingly you'll have to solve the question. So here sine 60 cos 30 degree plus cos 60 sine 30 degree is equal to 1. Now here what you have to do, you have to find the value for this big question. You have to find the value for this question over here, and you have to prove that this answer what you get is equal to 1. We leave 1 as it is and we'll solve only this value. So let's start. So as I've said before, I'll divide this question into parts. So this will be my first part and this will be my second part. Now in these I'll take this part first. So let's solve sine 60 degree cos 30 degree. Now many of you students, as I've said in my earlier video, that many of you have many doubts. Now one of them is that, hey, sine 60 degree plus sine 60 degree cos 30 degree, what does it mean? Do I have to solve the whole question? Do I have to solve it separately? The correct answer is that most of you have symbols. You have symbolic problems. What is meant by symbolic problems is that you have difficulty in understanding what symbol is in between this. So say for example, you have been given a question sine 60 degree plus cos 30 degree. Now in that question, the symbol addition of the symbol of addition is given, so there's no empty space given here. But over here empty space is given. So what empty space basically means that it is the symbol of multiplication. This is how I represent a multiplication. You might do a multiplication like this, but this is how I represent a multiplication symbol. So I have the empty spaces, say for example sine 60 degree cos 30 degree. So the symbol that is in between these two components is into the multiplication sign. So this will be translated to sine 60 degree into cos 30 degree, and then you'll solve the question. So I'll solve sine 60 degree first, and as I said before, every trigonometric ratio, say for example what is sine 60 degree cos 30 degree cos 0 degree tan 90 degree, all of those trigonometric ratio values I have given in my magic triangle video, so you could see from that video given in the description below. So what sine 60 degree basically means is a magic triangle allotted to this ratio, this trigonometric ratio angle, which is this triangle. So I'll just zoom in a bit over this triangle here. So over here 60 degree, so sine 60 degree, what it basically means is that with respect to angle 60 degree, and it should be towards the ground. To actually interpret what I'm saying towards the ground, just visit, as I've said before earlier, to my video, and I've given a detailed explanation for what it means that the angle should be towards the ground. So over here I'll not go into the detail. So over here the angle is towards the ground and there's 60 degree So with respect to angle 60 degree, tell us sine 60 degree. That means that find perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That will be root 3 upon 2. So root 3 upon 2 will be sine 60 degree into cos 30 degree. So our cos 30 degree, there's also a magic triangle assigned to this trigonometric ratio angle. So this is the magic triangle, and all you have to do is you have to find cos 30 degrees. So first of all, the angle should be towards ground. Here it is towards ground, and with respect to this angle, tell us cos 30 degree. That means that it is based upon hypotenuse with respect to this angle. So that is root 3 upon 2 also. And root 3 into root 3 is 3. And 2 into 2 is 4. So our final value will be 3 upon 4. And the question is not completed. We have only found out the value and answer for this part, the first part. Now we'll move on to our second part. So for second part, I'll rub this. Please note down what I am calculating here. That would be helpful. So we'll move on to the second part of the first question. So over here we have solved the first question, and we have gotten our answer as 3 upon 4, and we'll solve cos 60 degree sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree, and as I've said earlier that if there's a symbol that is missing, if cos 60 degree and sine 30 degree is given, or any other question in fact which has no symbol in between, that means that you have to assume, or let us say better, that it is a fact that there is a multiplication symbol in it. If there is a symbol given, say for example minus symbol or addition symbol, then there's no need to change the symbol. Over here there's no symbol given, so as I've said before, you have to add the multiplication symbol, which will translate this question into cos 60 degree, and you add our multiplication symbol into sine 30 degree, and then we'll solve the question as follows. So cos 60 degree, there's a magic triangle assigned to this angle. So the magic triangle is this angle, and as I said before, it should be towards the ground. Yes, it is. Then with respect to angle 60 degree, tell us cos 60 degree. That is with respect to angle 60 degree, find base upon hypotenuse, that is 1 upon 2. So cos 60 degree will be 1 upon 2 into sine 30 degree. Now for 30 degree, for sine 30 degree, there is a angle, there is a magic triangle given to us, that is this magic triangle. So with respect to this angle 30 degree, and it should be towards the ground, find sine 30 degree, that is 1 upon 2. This will also be 1 upon 2. So therefore 1 into 1 is 1, and 2 into 2 is 4. So therefore our answer to cos 60 degree sine 30 degree will be 1 upon 4. So as I said before, please note this down. So once we'll replace our values. So sine 60 degree, sine 60 degree cos 30 degree will be equal to, that will be equal to 3 upon 4 plus, there is a symbol given here, cos 60 degree sine 30 degree, which was 1 upon 4. So our denominator is same, so no need to find LCM, and 3 plus 1 is 4, so 4 upon 4, and this can be divided by 1, so therefore our final answer will be 1 upon 1, which can be further subdivided to 1. Okay, so our answer to sine 60 degree cos 30 degree plus cos 60 degree sine 30 degree is 1. So therefore our answer is 1, and it is told here that proves this value is equal to 1. So now we have found out that our value is 1, so therefore 1 is equal to 1. Therefore you could find a statement, you could write your final statement that this value is equal to 1. So we'll move on forward. Cos 30 degree into cos 60 degree minus sine 30 degree into sine 60 degree is equal to 0. Now here it is telling us that prove that this value, this component that is given here is equal to 0. So first of all, you will find the whole answer for this component. If it is 0, then it is proved that it is equal to the RHS. If it is not, then there will be a mistake, because it has to be equal to 0. Now over here there is a dot given. So you might ask, hey, what is the dot? You haven't taught this to us earlier. So as I've said here, that if there's no symbol between these components, sine 60 degree cos 30 degree, So if there's no symbol, then it will be multiplication symbol. Same here. Now the dot here, what no symbol and dot basically means in trigonometry is that multiplication. So if there's a dot given here, so this can be simply derived as into cos 60 degree minus sine 30 degree into sine 60 degree. You see what I mean? The dot means into, and we'll leave 0 as it is. So first of all, we'll divide this question into parts. So this will be a first part, this will be a second part. So first of all, we'll try to solve a first part. So cos 30 degree, there's a magic triangle given to 30 degree. All you have to do is you have to refer to the magic triangle. The angle should be towards the ground, and with respect to this angle, tell us cos 30 degree, that is root 3 upon 2. So cos 30 degree will be root 3 upon 2 into cos 60 degree. So there's a magic triangle assigned to 60 degree, that will be this magic triangle, and with this respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, find base upon hypotenuse, that will be 1 upon 2. Now we'll solve this question in brackets. So the first part we will assign it brackets minus, and this part also, the second part, we'll assign brackets. So we'll solve the whole calculation in brackets. Sine 30 degree. Now sine 30 degree basically means that we'll refer to a magic triangle for 30 degree, that is this magic triangle and this magic triangle, and with respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, find sine 30 degree, that is 1 upon 2. Sine 30 degree is 1 upon 2 into sine 60 degree. What that means is that with respect to this magic triangle, for this 60 degree, there's a magic triangle given to you, which is this magic triangle. So all you have to do is you have to refer to this magic triangle, and with respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, tell us sine 60 degree, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which will be root 3 upon 2. Brackets, and then we'll try to open our brackets. So root 3 into 2, root 3 into 1 will be root 3 upon 2 into 2, which will be 4. We'll open our brackets, minus 1 into root 3 will be root 3 upon 2 into 2, which will be 4. So root 3 upon 4, and there's a minus waiting outside, so it will become root 3 upon 4. So therefore root 3 upon 4 minus root 3 upon 4 will be 0. So what do I mean by 0? We have finally found out the value for this whole component given here, this whole trigonometric ratio question that is given to here, and you had to prove that if you find this value as 0, so this will be equal to LHS will be equal to RHS, and you're good to go. So here we have found out the value for 0. If you get any other answer, the answer is wrong. That is, it is not proved that the LHS is equal to RHS, and these types of questions, and in these types of questions, the proof questions, it is proved that the LHS is equal to RHS. So if you don't have any definitive explanation why the LHS is not equal to RHS because you have gotten the wrong answer, then your question is totally wrong. You have to do it again, because you have to come up with the same value as it is in the RHS or LHS. Here I found the value as 0 in the LHS, and the 0, and in the RHS the value is same, that is 0 degree. So it is proved that this trigonometric component is equal to the RHS. So with further ado, let's move forward. Cosecant square 45 degree minus cot square 45 degree is equal to 1. Now what does cosecant square 45 degree means? Cosecant square 45 degree means cosecant 45 into cosecant 45. Cosecant square 45 degree means cosecant 45 into cosecant 45 degree, and you multiply this and you get cosecant square 45 degree. So first of all, we'll find our cosecant 45 degree. Now what do I mean by cosecant? In my first video of the trigonometric ratio series, I have mentioned that there are total 6 formulas, 3 complex, 3 simple. The 3 simple are sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. The 3 complex are cosecant, secant, and cot theta. Now one of the 3 complex formulas are cosecant theta. So whatever value you get for sin theta, so say for example you get sin theta as perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which I believe is a basic formula. So whatever value you get for sin theta, the reciprocal for that value will be equal to cosecant theta. So cosecant theta therefore will be equal to hypotenuse upon perpendicular, the reciprocal for this value. So therefore cosecant 45, to solve cosecant 45 we first have to find sine 45 degree, and for sine 45 degree we have to refer to the magic triangle, this magic triangle. So with respect to this magic triangle, and it should be, I'll just zoom it, so I'll draw a bigger triangle. This is a right angle triangle, root 2, 1 and 1. So over here sine 45 degree basically means that this angle should be towards the ground, here it is, and with respect to this angle tell us sine 45 degree, that is 1 upon root 2. So therefore 1 upon root 2 is equal to sine 45 degree, therefore the reciprocal for that value will be equal to cosecant 45 degree, which will be root 2 upon 1, which can simply be written as root 2. So therefore cosecant 45 degree will be root 2 into cosecant 45 degree, which again will be root 2. So root 2 into root 2, we can write it as root 2 whole square. So our first part is done. We can solve this value, you can solve this value further, root 2 into root 2, which is 2, but we'll do that later in a calculation. We'll not spend our time on this, so we'll move on to a second part. We'll solve a second part first. I'll change the color. So cot square 45 degree. Now as I said before, whenever there's a square in any of the trigonometric question that is given to you, so cot square 45 degree basically means cot 45 degree into cot 45 degree, which can be translated to cot square 45 degree, either way, vice versa. So first of all we'll find cot 45 degree, and as I've said before that the three complex formulas in trigonometry is cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. Now over here whatever value you get for tan theta, so say for example you get tan theta as perpendicular upon base, so therefore the reciprocal for this value will be equal to cot theta, so therefore cot theta will be equal to the reciprocal for this value, which will be base upon perpendicular. So therefore we'll first find tan 45 degree and we'll refer to this magic triangle over here. So therefore this should be towards the ground, and with respect to angle 45 degree tell us tan 45 degree, that will be perpendicular upon base, which will be 1 upon 1. Now 1 upon 1, the reciprocal for 1 upon 1 will be 1 upon 1, so that will be our answer to cot 45 degree, and 1 upon 1 can be simply written as 1. So therefore cot 45 degree is 1 into cot 45 degree, which is 1. So therefore 1 into 1 can be written as 1 into 1 can be written as 1, and cot square 45 degree can be written as 1 whole square, which will be further equal to 1. So I'll rub all of this. I hope you guys have noted this down. Okay, so over here cosecant square 45 we had found out the value as root 2 whole square minus cot square 45 degree, which we had found at 1 is equal to 1. So therefore root 2 into root 2, root whole square is equal to root 2 whole square is equal to root 2 into root 2, that will be 2 minus 1, which will be equal to 1. So therefore our LHS is 1, and then we'll move on to our RHS and we'll see if the value is same. This is the LHS, this is the RHS, so our RHS is same, that is 1, and our LHS is also same, that is 1. So therefore 1 is equal to 1, and therefore you could write a final statement as therefore the trigonometric component or the trigonometric question, whatever, the trigonometric LHS, the value in LHS is equal to value in RHS, whatever final statement you have to write, that is according to your teacher. So our third question is proved. We'll move to our fourth question. So our fourth question states that find cos square 30 degree minus sin square 30 degree is equal to cos 60 degree. Now over here in trigonometry, whenever it is given to you, so say for example we move on to our earlier question. Over here they had given you a definitive simple value 1, 2, 3, 0, but over here they have given you not a definitive value, but they have given you a trigonometric ratio, that is cos 60 degree in the RHS. So first of all we'll find cos 60 degree. So cos 60 degree, for cos 60 degree there is a magic triangle given to us, that is this magic triangle, and with respect to, let's take pink. So with respect to this magic triangle and with respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, tell us cos 60 degree, that will be based upon hypotenuse 1 upon 2. So therefore cos 60 degree will be 1 upon 2. So therefore question will be translated to cos square 30 degree minus, now over here minus is given, a definitive symbol is given here. Earlier there was no symbol given here, we would have assumed it as multiplication symbol, and sine square 30 degree is equal to cos 60 degree, which was 1 upon 2. Now what we have to do is we have to prove that the LHS is equal to RHS. Now we have to find the value for LHS, and then if we get our LHS as 1 upon 2 and our RHS will be 1 upon 2, therefore it is proved that our LHS is equal to RHS. So without further ado, we'll first solve our first part, cos square 30 degree. Now this question also can be, this LHS can be translated to cos 30 degree into cos 30 degree, because cos 30 degree into cos 30 degree is equal to cos square 30 degree minus sine square 30 degree, sine 30 degree into sine 30 degree, which, okay, we'll move to that later. First of all, we'll find LHS because that's our main purpose. First of all, we'll find cos 30 degree. Now cos 30 degree, for 30 degree there is a magic triangle assigned to us pardon, which is this magic triangle. So therefore, with respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, find cos 30 degree. So therefore, with respect to this angle, tell us cos 30 degree, that will be root 3 upon 2. So therefore, I'll write that down. Root 3 upon 2 will be cos 30 degree into cos 30 degree, which will be root 3 upon 2, minus sine 30 degree. Now for 30 degree, again there is a magic triangle given to us, and with respect to this angle 30 degree, and it should be towards the ground, here it is. So therefore find sine 30 degree, that will be 1 upon 2. So therefore sine 30 degree will be 1 upon 2 into sine 30 degree, which will be 1 upon 2. Therefore this can be translated as root 3 into root 3, which will be 3 upon 2 into 2, which will be 4, minus 1 into 1, which will be 1 upon 2 into 2, which will be 4. So therefore our denominators are same, so therefore there is no need to find LCM. So 3 minus 1 is 2, so therefore 2 upon 4 will be equal to, so therefore 2 upon 4 will be equal to, which it can be divided by 2, so our answer will be 1 upon 2. So now we have proved we have LHS as 1 upon 2. Then we'll see what value is in RHS. In RHS it is cos 60 degree, we had calculated as our 1 upon 2. So therefore RHS is equal to 1 upon 2, LHS is equal to 1 upon 2. It's same value, so therefore it is proved that this trigonometric component is equal to the RHS. Now let's move ahead. Now comes this question, the fifth question. Now earlier I had zoomed in, so you could not see the question number, so I'll just go behind and I'll show you the question number. So this was the second question of the question number 3, exercise 23A, which was the proof question. So I had solved the first question, the second question, the third question, the fourth question, and I'll move to the fifth question. Okay, so over here it says that find tan 60 degree plus 1 upon tan 60 degree minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 plus cos 30 degree 1 upon divided by 1 minus cos 30 degree. Okay, now this is a complex question. For all those of you who are child prodigies, you could go ahead and box this question on your own, but for those of you who are weak at trigonometry, just sit back and look at the question, stay with me and listen to what I'm saying. So over here there are certain values that are given to you. So earlier there are levels of difficulties in prove the questions. So the first level of difficulty was they would give you a simple answer, they will give you a simple RHS, simple value in the RHS, that is 1, 2, 0, etc. Then would come cos 60 degree, simple trigonometric ratios, you have to find them, you have to find a definitive value for them, and then you have to solve the proof question. Now the third level of difficulty that comes is you have to solve both ends of the question. So you have to solve this LHS as well as RHS, and you have to find the value as same. Therefore the question will only be proven when you have solved that the LHS is equal to RHS, that is the values on both ends will be equal. So in order to make that, first we'll solve our simple formulas. So over here this looks a bit complicated, so I'll go with this part first. So I'll leave tan 60 degree plus 1 as it is. Tan 60 degree plus 1 upon tan 60 degree minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 plus cos 30 degree. Now first of all we find cos 30 degree. So cos 30 degree basically means that the magic triangle is given to us, which is 30 degree. This is the magic triangle. I'll just zoom in. So over here, with respect to this angle 30 degree, and it should be towards the ground, tell us cos 30 degree, that is base upon hypotenuse, which further is root 3 upon 2. So therefore 1 plus root 3 upon 2 upon 1 minus cos 30 degree, that will be root 3 upon 2. So all I would ask you viewers is that whenever you see such a big monster of a sum, this bhoot ka bacha, all you have to do is you have to just substitute the values. If you try to cram all of these problems too much in your head, you'll get confused and you'll try to leave maths. So all you have to do is you just have to solve it step by step. As I've told you that you can solve all these trigonometric simple ratios by these magic triangles and you'll be good to go, as I've done here. Now over here I have solved the RHS and then I'll further solve it. I'll leave the LHS as it is, that is we'll do it later. Whole square. 1 plus root 3 upon 2, we can write it as 1 upon 1 plus root 3 upon 2 whole 1 upon 1 minus root 3 upon 2. So this can be further divided into, so this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So in the numerator it is 1 upon 1 plus root 3 upon 2, and in the numerator further there is numerator and denominator. In the denominator our denominators are not equal, so we have to find our LCM. Our LCM will be 2. So therefore 1 into 2 is 2, so therefore 1 into 2 is 2 plus root 3. So we leave it as it is because 2 plus root 3 cannot be added. So our numerator is 2 plus root 3 upon 2, and we'll find our denominator 1 upon 1 minus root 3 upon 2. So our LCM will be as same 2, and 1 minus root 3 we'll just leave it as it is. Actually 1 into 2, so therefore our LCM is 2, so therefore 1 into 2 is 2, so therefore 1 into 2 is 2 in the numerator, so therefore 2 minus root 3. So I'll just rub a part of this, just note it. So our numerator was 2 plus root 3 upon 2 whole divided by 2 minus root 3 upon 2, and this further will be into a fraction, so 2 will go down, the denominator 2 will go up, so this can be written as 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. Why? Because 2 came down and it became into 2, and in the denominator the 2 went up in the numerator, so it became into 2. So therefore 2 and 2 gets cut, so therefore we are left by 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. So we leave it as it is, don't try to do anything smart. So I'll rub a part of this again. So over here what I've done is I have already solved our RHS, and then we'll move on to our LHS. Now I have already done the formula, so I'm verbally going to explain you how I've done the LHS. So RHS is 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. Now tan 60 degree plus 1 upon tan 60 degree minus 1 whole square. So first of all we'll solve this equally. So what do I mean by equally? First I'll solve tan 60 degree. So for tan 60 degree there is a magic triangle assigned to it, and this is the magic triangle, so I'll just zoom in a bit. So therefore this is the magic triangle, it should be towards the ground, and with respect to this angle tell us tan 60 degree, that will be equal to perpendicular upon base, which will be equal to root 3 upon 1, which can simply be written as root 3. So tan 60 degree will be equal to root 3. So therefore tan 60 degree plus 1 will be equal to root 3 plus 1, and tan 60 degree minus 1 will be equal to root 3 minus 1. So root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1 whole square. Don't forget the whole square. Okay. So I'll change the color. So our tan 60 degree is root 3, as I've said here, plus 1 upon tan 60 degree minus 1, which is root 3 minus 1. Don't forget the whole square. And our RHS will be root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1 whole square. Now further we have to find our LHS. So our LHS is root 3 plus 1 blah blah blah. And then furthermore, as I've said before, so say for example, I'll tell you an example. 1 upon 2 whole square can be written as 1 square upon 2 square. Similarly, 3 upon 5 can be written as whole square can be written as 3 square upon 5 square. Therefore, root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1 whole square can be written as root 3 plus 1 whole square upon root 3 minus 1 whole square. So over here, root 3 plus 1 whole square, so you must have learned in identities that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So therefore over here what I've done is root 3 plus 1 whole square is equal to root 3 whole square plus 1 whole square plus 2 into a and b into root 3 into 1. So therefore root 3 into root 3 is 3 plus 1 into 1, which is 1, and our 2 into root 3, which is 2 root 3 into 1, which is 2 root 3. So 2 into root 3 into 1 will be 2 root 3. Same applies for the below question. So so over here 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3 is our formula for, so by the formula a plus b whole square we have solved this numerator. Now for the denominator, a minus b whole square, so the identity a minus b whole square will be applied. So a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So therefore root 3 minus 1 whole square will be root 3 whole square plus 1 whole square minus 2 into root 3 into 1. So our root 3 whole square will be 3, our 1 whole square will be 1 plus 1 minus 2 into root 3 into 1, which will be minus 2 root 3. So therefore our numerator is 3 plus 1, which is 4 plus 2 root 3 upon 3 plus 1, which is 4 minus 2 root 3. Therefore our LHS will be 4 plus 2 root 3 upon 4 minus 2 root 3. Now what we will do, we will take the common. So I'll just rub this part. Hope you have noted it down. So over here our LHS was 4 plus 2 root 3 upon 4 minus 2 root 3. Now 4 plus 2 root 3 minus upon 4 minus 2 root 3 can be written as 2 into 2 plus root 3 upon 2 into 2 minus root 3. Why? So according to the law of associative law, 4 plus 2 root 3 can be written as 2 into 2 plus root 3. Why? Because I have factorized this question over here. So 4 plus 2 root 3 can be written as 2 into 2 plus root 3, because 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 into root 3, which will be 2 root 3. So vice versa, you'll get the same answer. So 4 minus 2 root 3 is equal to 2 into 2 minus root 3. So therefore 2 into 2 plus root 3 upon 2 into 2 minus root 3, 2 gets cut, numerator and denominator gets cut. So all we left is 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3 is equal to 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. So therefore we had been given a question that proves the LHS to be equal to RHS. Now we had solved RHS as 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3, and it cannot be further subdivided. Then we came to LHS, we solved our question, and then finally we came up with an answer 2 plus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. We make sure that the LHS and RHS is equal. In this case it is. Therefore we can write LHS. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Everyone is happy. You are happy. The examiner is happy. Now we'll finally move on to our sixth question of the question number 3, exercise 23A. So over here we have been giving this huge monster formula: 3 cos secant square 60 degree minus 2 cot square 30 degree plus secant square 45 degree is equal to 0. We have been given complex trigonometrical formulas. So over here, what 3 cosecant square 60 degree, first of all we'll try to divide this question into parts. So I'll change the color, I'll go to with pink, and this is our first part, this is our second part, this is our third part. So first of all we'll try to find our first part, which is equal to 3 cosecant square 60 degree. Now what 3 cosecant square 60 degree basically means, so as I've said before, if there's no formula in between, there's no symbol in between, so that will be multiplication. So 3 into cosecant square 60 degree, that can be written as 60 degree cosecant square 60 degree into cosecant square 60 degree, cosecant 60 degree, pardon. So over here, cosecant 60 degree into cosecant 60 degree will be equal to cosecant square 60 degree, and 3 into cosecant square 60 degree can be written as 3 cosecant square 60 degree. So all we have to do is we have to leave our 3 alone and we are good to go. So first of all we'll find cosecant 60 degree. Now for 60 degree there is a special magic triangle assigned to us, which is this triangle. I'll just zoom in a bit. So over here, this is our magic triangle. So therefore with respect to this angle, and it should be towards the ground, what we have to do is we have to find cosecant 60 degree. Now cosecant 60 degree, as I've said before, that sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So therefore the reciprocal for value that you get for sine theta, that is hypotenuse upon perpendicular, will be equal to cosecant theta. So therefore cosecant 60 degree, first of all we'll find sine 60 degree. So therefore sine 60 degree will be root 3 upon 2. So therefore the reciprocal for that value, 2 upon root 3, will be equal to secant 60 degree, cosecant 60 degree. So therefore 3 into cosecant 60 degree, which is 2 upon root 3, into cosecant 60 degree, which is 2 upon root 3. And this can further be divided into, this can be further simplified to 2 into 2, which is 4, and 3 into 2 into 2, which is 4 upon root 3 into root 3, which is 3. So therefore 3 and 3 gets cut, and the answer to our first part is 4. Then we'll move on to our second question. So I'll just rub this. So we'll solve our second part, 2 cot square 30 degree. Now 2 cot square 30 degree can be written as 2 into cot square 30 degree, which will be equal to 2 into cot 30 degree into cot 30 degree, and tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So therefore cot 30 degree, the cot theta degree will be the reciprocal. So the value that we get for tan theta, that is perpendicular upon base, the reciprocal for perpendicular upon base will be answer to cot theta. So therefore base upon perpendicular will be equal to cot theta. So therefore cot 30 degree, for cot 30 degree we have this magic triangle. So first of all we'll find tan 30 degree. So tan 30 degree will be 1 upon root 3. Therefore our cot 30 degree will be reciprocal of 1 upon root 3, which will be root 3 upon 1, which can further be written as root 3. So therefore our cot 30 degree will be root 3 into root 3, which is 2 into root 3 into root 3, which is 3, which will be equal to 6. So therefore first part is 4. So our first part was 4 and our second part is 6. Therefore we'll move on to our third question, that is, so our third question, I'll just rub this part, please note it down. So over here our third part states that find secant square 45 degree. So no numbers, so therefore secant square 45 degree can be written as secant 45 degree into secant 45 degree, which is secant square 45 degree. Now the reciprocal for cos theta will be equal to secant theta. So therefore cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. So therefore hypotenuse upon base will be equal to secant theta, pardon. So therefore cos 45 degree will be the magic triangle. So therefore this is the magic triangle. So it should be towards the ground, and with respect to this angle, tell us cos 45 degree, which will be based upon hypotenuse, which is 1 upon root 2, and root 2 upon 1 will be equal to secant 45 degree. So I'll just write that down. Root 2 into root 2, which will be equal to 2. So therefore our third part is 2. So therefore this formula can be written as, this question can be written as 4, 3 cos secant square 60 degree can be written as 4 as we have calculated, minus 2 cos square 30 degree can be written as 6, plus secant square 45 degree can be written as 2 is equal to 0. Now 4 minus 6 is equal to minus 2, and minus 2 plus 2 can be written as 0. So therefore our LHS is 0 is equal to RHS, which is 0. So therefore our LHS is equal to RHS. We have proved it. So therefore this brings us to the end of our lecture. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be releasing the 4th, 5th and 6th question further in my further videos, so please see that. Also I would advise you again to see my magic triangle video, which I've given in the description below. So stay home, stay safe, take care, and bye.